Okay guys, we are starting the first stream of the day. Let me just share the link. We are continuing on with the data work. Let me see what happened in the channel here. I have to reply to a couple of these messages. So continuing on with the HBS data work. Still downloading, processing, verifying, downloading and verifying the quality of the data, / extracting some insights for the filtering stage. Okay, hope you guys are doing well. Let me turn on the live chat. Okay. I think the basic filtering doesn't produce high enough quality data. What is in the paper was a starting point. The pipeline evolved throughout time. What I did back then was the original parallel data were filtered in order to eliminate noisy parts, too long segments, more than 100 words, segment pairs with disproportional sentence lengths, segments with more than 1/3 of non-numerical, non-alphanumeric, as well as duplicate segment pairs were removed. And dedupe was purely the what's the word? Was exact or fuzzy as well. Okay. Let me just quickly reply to DMs. Okay, guys, let's continue. I want to quickly try and recover GNOME and Ubuntu, and then I want to understand why KDE4 is failing. So for GNOME and Ubuntu, we have the insight that we basically have to replace, I think, URLs are wrapped into this XML tag, and that's kind of messing up with the parsing of XML. That was my insight the last time. So let's try and see whether that's indeed everything we need to do. If it is, then we're golden. Let me just see how we can proceed here. Ideally, I would extract the zip and then clear the data and then zip it again so that we can just pass it to the Opus tool without having to modify the tool itself. Because if we go here, and if we go to the print pairs, at one point they have the sentence parser here, and actually open sentence file, and they expect a zip file somewhere here. So open zip files, and this one has to be zip. Okay, so let's do some processing on Ubuntu before we continue. Let me think step by step. So we have already Ubuntu here in GNOME. So what I'm going to do is clear the raw files. So here's for Croatian, and then for Bosnian, we also, I think we have it downloaded as well. So we have Ubuntu. I have to download GNOME first. Let's start. Let's immediately start. Okay, I'm going to add another script. This script is going to clean clean opus zip. Okay, it's basically going to do what I just said, and that's to remove those tags before we can do the processing. We just find one of these main functions, download parallel corpora. Just copy paste this initial boilerplate here, and then let me add a function zip, def zip clean or clean zip from XML tags. Okay, open it up, and that's what we're gonna call in the main here, like this. So we need to pass in 2 arguments. I'm gonna for now just hard code everything while we are prototyping. So we want to zip1 path is gonna be towards, let's focus on Ubuntu for now. I'm gonna grab the English here, copy the path, and next up I'm gonna get this Z2 path, which is gonna be this one, Croatian. Okay, and now open the zip1 file. Let's just use we'll have to import zip file. Let me quickly see download opus. If we go to opus read, and if we go to open sentence file, if we go to open zip files, how do they open the files here? Open specific zips, and then okay, they just opens them the same way as I've done it here. Okay, just with the R tag, and then zip2 as well, exactly, and then lists the files inside of it. Let's just print these and let's see what we get. So we'll have to clean some of those. Okay, print, and then print. Okay, let's go here. Let's run this file. I don't expect this to take too long. By the way, CC matrix, I kicked off the runs last night. It's still running, so there's no way that I'm gonna on my machine be processing. It's super suboptimal. It's better to just download Moses files directly from Opus website. Okay, so here are some of the files. There is a ton of files here apparently that we will have to process. Let me think. Info, readme, license, Ubuntu, Ubuntu raw English, and everything that's below Ubuntu raw English. All of these files we'll want to process them. All of them that start with Ubuntu raw English. We'll want to open them up, clean them, and then put them back in. That's the idea. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna quickly open up one of these. Let's just unzip, for example, Croatian. Extract here. Go here, go to raw, go to Croatian. If we open up this one, okay, this one is not really big, nor is this one. Do we have any mention of HTTP? I'm looking for these HTTP ones. Maybe I should have opened up the English versions. Okay. Let's see. Let's do it programmatically instead. So now we want to do the following. Go through the files So go through the files, go for file 1 in zip files 1. If it ends, no, if it starts with Ubuntu raw, and then let's say English for file 1. If that's the case, then we want to open it up. Then we want to open the file 1. Can we just read it like this? Let's see what's the content of this one. Rerun this. I have to be very careful not to stop one of these previous runs. Okay, content. Interesting. So if it starts and ends with XML, only then do we want to open it up. Okay. Okay, now we have some content here, and this is probably bytes. Okay, this is bytes. Just open it up as a txt file. Can we do that? We don't want to remove stuff. Let's see what we get here. Print f1 txt. Let's just rerun this. Okay, we open it up, we read it, we decode it, and we end up with this. Okay, okay. If I would just save this as it is, what will happen? Let's try now find find a substring that matches a regex of this pattern, of the following pattern, and that's this HTTP, and then HTTP and then this, and replace it with an empty string, and replace it the matched substring with the URL only. And save the file back to zip, basically. Okay. We'll have to import the regex. And let's see what we get here. So HTTP, we want this. I think this, I'm not sure what. Let me think for a second. Let me quickly ask ChatGPT what this does, because we might be able to catch some regex errors here. What does the following Python code do? Okay, fair enough. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. Can you fix it so that we retrieve the whole URL and not just the some text part? Let's try this. This looks decent. So we grab, what's going to be the group, by the way? The group is going to be, I'm not sure this is going to work, by the way, because this will be the group. Let's just try and, let's quickly try. Instead of the sub, can we just report back the matches if they exist? Okay, this is what we want to do. Just find all, regex find all, and then piece of text. So regex find all, pattern, piece of text. If matches exist, then we print. Let's see. Let's see whether we find such patterns. I'm gonna stop this now and kick it off. With actually, we need some progress. So I'm just gonna put enumerate. And then index, and then just print. Just print some progress there. Looking good now. Let's kick it off. Yes. Okay, we immediately find a pattern. And this is what's messing them up, basically. I think we'll have like a ton of these. Every now and then there are these patterns. And that's what was messing up the whole logic. I'm fairly sure this is going to be everything we need, guys. But let's see. So, now that we've done that, I want to matches. Let's kick it up again and see whether we can extract from matches a group. Is this matches just a string object, or I'm not sure it is. I think it's a function as well. Let's try matches and then do like group. Okay, just a list. So what's the type of matches? And then what's the type of matches of 0? So it's just a string. Okay. Okay, this looks better. I know it's something like this. We have to have this, the parentheses around this. So I think that's the only change we need. We need to put this into parentheses. So this part needs to be in the parentheses, and then I think it's this part as well. Let me double check. So yes, this should work. And then we grab the group. I'm not sure if it's group 1 or group 0. And now we might be able to retrieve back. Let's rerun this again as it is, just to see where we can now fetch. It matches still the list of strings or just some special object. No, it's still just a list of strings. Well, we managed to catch it still. Let's try and replace this. And see what we get. Rerun. Just substitute. Let me quickly print this. Copy. Let's paste it here quickly. And find HTTP. Okay, so we lost the HTTP part. And if we do group 1, let's see what happens then. Rerun. Yes. Copy this. Copy the whole thing. Paste it here. Search for HTTP. Still not there. So we replaced it. Replace func. And then define replace func as something that accepts a string, and then or just m, and then gets that m. Prints it and return this bit back. I think this is the. Can we actually run this without failing? I'm not sure. Let's see. Okay, here we are. We have a match object. What's the group of 1? Exactly. And what's the group of 0? The group of 0 is everything. And what's the group of 1? 2? There is no such a thing. Okay. So we want group of 1, and we want to replace it with that, right? We want to, let's see quickly the prototype of this function. Sub documentation. Sub. Okay, replace a string. Return the string obtained by replacing the leftmost non-overlapping occurrences of pattern in string by the replacement. If the pattern isn't found, string is returned unchanged. It can be a string or a function. If it's a string, any backslash escapes are processed. Okay, but we want to replace, we want to sub all, not just the leftmost. sub all. Python sub all matches. Replace all occurrences. The leftmost match. Okay, what we can do is find the match. If matches, then do this, and then find the matches again, and assert this is 0. Okay, if that's the case, we're gonna write the file back to the zip. Okay, let's try. We don't need to print here, just return the group of 1. Whoops. That should be it. Go here. Yes, run. Okay, sub, find all. No matches anymore. But we need to find, okay, no matches anymore, but we should not lose the actual HTTP. Okay, this is a longer piece of text. What? What's going on, guys? Why is this not working? Without this, we should not remove the URLs. Right. Okay. Nice. Nice. Okay. So how then, why don't I see the printf one text? Okay, let's stop this. Run again. Okay, I think we're good. So with this, delete all of these. And now once we have that, write the file back to zip. Write string back to zip. Will this work? There is one way to find out. And then we need to repeat this also for Croatian. Whoops. Hey Tubsan, thanks a lot. Glad you find them useful. Okay. Matches exist. We replace. There should not be no matches left that have pattern, and then we should not remove the URLs. We don't have to print and just write them back. And now repeat the whole procedure. Repeat the whole procedure for, guys, if this fixes it, that would be amazing. That means this is the only type of error we were hitting. Let's just repeat this. Let's just wrap this up in a function. Clean zip from URL XML tags or something like that, and then do it like this. So what we need to pass is let's say zip1 file, zip1, and we need this function defined up here. Okay, move this here, and we're golden. So now let me just refactor this to this, and this should be like this. And now we can call this exactly, and that should be it. Will this work? Who knows? I think we need to change this definitely. URLs, everything else remains the same. For the language, yeah, let's do it like this. Source language code, target language code, Croatian, even that one. And here. Okay, make that an F string. What else is specific? Well, this one here as well. This should be a source language code. Actually, no, this should be a target language code. And this as well. And then this as well. And then this as well. And then this should be the corpus of interest. Corpus. And this as well. So for us, it's going to be Ubuntu Okay, so this now works, and these two strings are completely the same, which means, well, other than the difference up here, so we're good. This is okay. This should now just work. And pass in the language code. Language code is passed in. So here, for zip1, we pass in the source language code, and here we pass in the target language code. That's it. Now let's roll with it. Stop this. Get all the way to here. Run. Enter. Write requires a mode. Let's see. So what's the syntax? Into the file, the piece of text, and write the file into an archive. The contents is data, which might be either a string or a zip info instance. Oh. Well, we opened it up in the read mode. So we read from it, blah blah blah, and then we hear wait, we just open it in the read mode. Aha. Can we just open it up in the write mode, or is there any example? I assume we just need to repeat the same process. Probably not the most elegant way to do this, but should work. Will this work? I have no idea, but let's try it. Why is this stuck? File is not a zip file? What? Did I mess it up? I might have messed it up. Let's try again. What? Why are you complaining? Oh, I messed it up somehow. Okay, let's go back to download Opus. Croatian. Ubuntu here. Let's run this. Corpus. Okay, so we have to delete this file probably as well, and now it should run. Yes. No. Run. You're telling me this exists. Opus HR Ubuntu. Gzip. Aha. Okay, this probably exists. Yes. Are we in Croatian? Yes. Let's just rename this to old. What's up here? What's going on? Why are you complaining constantly? Let's see. Exists, yes. Corpus, that's good. This is good. This is good. Okay. What's up? Okay. Nice. So we downloaded the data again. And now we can stop this run. Go back to clean. Uncomment all of this. And rerun. So this is perfect job for chatbots. Like this is like brain dead type of programming where you just need to ask, hey, how do I open a zip file, read from a file from within, modify the file, and then write it back into the zip. Give me a simple example. Please use Python. That's all I want. Okay, that's what I'm gonna use. So our plus mode is gonna be the read mode plus. Okay, so with zip file like this, in our plus mode as zip file, I'm just gonna put a zpath here, and we're gonna be trading for zpath and this exactly. And then we do this. We open it up as a zip file, and then let's see whether this works. Go. Run. Rerun. Okay. Pass in the zip files. Pass in the do we need to read inside of it anymore? I don't think we have. Open the file. how do we okay, then we maybe don't have to, let's just modify the file just to clean the file. I want to write inside as well. Then I guess the best thing to do is to just have all of this be done here. Just passing the z path and the code. Okay, and then here we read, we go through the files. If it starts with this, then we open it up. We grab the read file, we open it up, we read from it, we decode it, we find the substring, we clear it, and then we write. And to write, no, it's write. Will this actually work? Probably. So again, what we do is we pass in the zip file, okay? We read all of the files from it, we iterate for the files, we find the right ones, we read those, decode them, process them, and then write them back in. That's it. Same Z path. This should work. I'm not sure about the syntax of this one, but this now looks good. Let's stop. Let's get all the way to here. Run, yes. Let's see. Okay. Okay, because we are reading and we modified up there, do we have to always constantly read it again? Okay, maybe we do have to do that. In that case, we can just do something like this. Stop this. Read the files just to have the file names, and then we go. We open the file. Okay, maybe this works. Okay, looking good. I might have messed up the previous file. Okay, let's see for this one. Huh. I might be messing up something here, definitely. We're doing that same thing. We're doing the same thing. Open the zip file. Why am I wasting so much time on such a stupid shit? Zip read. Zip write. We go through the list. Aha. Let's just quickly see what we get here. And then I guess set files is like this. Okay, and then when we're writing, what we want to do is we actually want to iterate through the zip files info. If the file name starts with this, then we read from it. But here we write like this. Okay, could this work? And then again, delete this and rerun the download. Okay, stop this, go to clean, rerun this. Okay, and then we open it in the write mode. Modified. No, this is just completely hopeless. We apparently, do we need to append, or maybe we need to append? I'm not sure. I'm just trying to modify. Why is this so complicated? I know it's not. I could write this from the first principles myself, like, but using this API is somehow not intuitive. Um, None of this works. Just go grab some water. I'll be back in a second. Okay. Zip file. We open them up as objects. And then we go through the info list. And we open up the info list. I swear to God, I'm just gonna create a new zip file and not modify this one in place because this is completely retarded. Will this work? Maybe, just maybe. Hi, Masud. Nice. Glad you're here. We are building this project called Open NLLB, basically. You can check it out on our Discord server. I can send you the link if you want. We are basically trying to replicate the no language left behind work from Meta. Okay, how do we write multiple files to zip? Okay, it shows how to use zip file package with compression. Oh, this is completely not related to web development. This is AI stuff. Okay, so ZF, in the write mode, we go through the files and we grab the path file name and then write from a file to a file. We want to write a string instead. So write string. The content is data, which may be either a string or a byte instance. If given compressed type overrides the value given for the compression parameter to the constructor for the new entry or in the new zip-info arc name. What should be our compression? Get compressed type of a zip file in Python. What's this? Deflated. We want to write to this file name inside of this zip file. Will this work? Let's see. Okay, read. Yes. Looking good there. So we modified. Now we open up this one. And we write. So let's see whether this worked. Okay, it looks like it did. Let's see whether the next one will work. Oh my god, this is just a nightmare. It literally says it's a UTF-8. Why am I not? Wait. Read from a zip file, Python. open, read, read and decode. Make some alarms. Will this work? We open the file, we modify the file. And then we write to the file. Okay, let's try. We run. Go. Okay. So now mostly it worked. Let's see if we go up here. If we delete this and if we unzip this, will this have multiple files or just a single one? Just a single one. I think we had to add append probably. Let's try it like this. This is like the most intuitive API in the world. You write to a particular file name, and yet we override somehow the previous ones. It's just like whoever made this should shoot themselves. Let's try again. Okay, so those are the ones that were fixed. Well, we actually need all of them. F1 text. So no matter what happens, we actually want to write them here, right? So we go to the files. If it begins with those, then we open it, we potentially modify it, and we write it back in. Unless it's messed up, in which case we can just ignore it. And let's see how many of those we have. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna rerun this. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them were messed up. Now if we were to unzip this, okay, it's a bit smaller than the original one. Same here. This one is actually the same. Interesting. Let's see. Extract here. Okay. You want to tell me that this one just contains that file? If I were to open up the raw English, probably we messed it up. Yeah. Okay, and for Croatian, okay, all of them are here. Except for a couple of messed up files. Okay. Let's start again. So let me just delete everything here. Go to download. Run this. Download Ubuntu. And then stop. And then go to clean code. So now we're going to be cleaning let's do it like this. Let's go. So Croatian only has issues. Apparently. Where do we print stuff? Okay. So this file name Inkscape has some issues. Let's see why. If we were to open up download, if we were to open up Ubuntu, Let's open up Croatian raw, extract here, and find the Inkscape XML. Has some corrupt characters. What is exactly corrupt about it? If I as a human can read this, why can't we just fix this? Try and decode it as UTF-8. How can we fix up? Let's see. Fix a file that has incorrect UTF-8 characters, Python. I'm trying to fetch text with special characters from a website. UTF-8 is an encoding system. How to find them? Let's try this command for our file. So we have this one. Okay, let's just go like this. Navigate there. And and then do this, escape. Will this return only the first one or everything? Let's see. Ink escape. It returns back the 300166. This one here. Anything else? Let's see. If we quickly remove this, what would happen? Where do we get the error? In position 76,795. Okay, let's see. So the story so far is we are trying to remove these XML tags around the HTTP, and it was almost working correctly, but then now I'm hitting some non-UTF-8 encodings, and that's now crashing. So if we fix that and the tag, hopefully that will completely clean the Ubuntu, and we'll be able to recover all of the data from the Ubuntu corpus, and that will be good learning. But like let me just understand whether this will return back everything. So if we just, let's do a quick test. Let's just do a touch test, and then for touch test txt. And let's try and open it up. And write this, and then write this again, and see whether we get all two of them. So I guess my question is this method retrieving just the first error or multiple errors? Multiple. Okay, so that means we literally have just a single issue in the Inkscape. There's just a single file that's not, a single line that's messed up. Maybe we can just fix this also by just looking at the file. So that's fine. Let's open it up again. Let's go to 3166. So here we are. Can we just remove that one? So less than, greater than. Can we just remove that line if it's messed up until we hit the new line? Let's see if we can do that. And then will we have to remove the same parallel line that corresponds to it in English? In that case, yeah, this gets a bit more complex. But not too much. Where was it? Okay, let me just find this code. that or that. Okay, let's quickly test this line. So if we do this, go from UTF-8 to UTF-8, and go from test to test clean, and then open up text and text clean. This is a clean text. I don't see any difference myself. Let's see whether this actually worked. So if we now go and call the grep, what we call the test clean, we still get that same error. Interesting. Either way, what we care about is the coding. Can we somehow... Yeah, what can we do with the errors? Let me see. Python string decode. Okay. Strict ignore replace. On encoding use ASCII, on decoding use this. Okay, let's try this. Not strict, we want to use replace. Do we have to specify the replace one? So let's just try this. Rerun. Okay. That apparently worked. Let's see. English output, Croatian output. Let's extract this here. Let's find this ink file again. And 3166 was it, right? 3166. Okay, we replaced it with unknown characters. That's good. That's actually good. Okay. So that means this should now be apparently fixed. Let's try the following thing now. I'm gonna now manually just delete the original ones and rename these ones, assuming this, just emulating that these are the original ones. And now I'm gonna go to download Opus. This should not be overwritten, and we should just execute the print pairs. And let's see whether that works. So Ubuntu should not be available here, should be empty. Let's just exit here. Let's go to download Opus and let's kick it off. How long is this gonna take? 94%. It's just so slow. Okay. Download, we should skip the download to the best of my understanding here. We should skip the download. Yes. Print the pairs. Let's see whether we start hitting the same errors. So here, fuck my life. Something went wrong again. Headline. Let me just see what this is. I literally have to understand all of these errors. We'll be probably hitting them a lot, so better to understand them immediately. Which line? (174) column 23. 174 column 23. 174 column 23. I guess that's the one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3. Column 23. This is the one that's causing the issues. And then this one as well. Okay, so let's remove that as well. Let's go to clean. Let's replace this. And let's also replace was it like this, I think? Let's see whether we hit this. Let's rerun. Okay, we do apparently. Why is this so prevalent? No idea. It's too big for some reason. Let's just delete everything. Something is off here. Let's re-download. Run. Okay, so we have the data. Now we stop this. Now we clean. Let's rerun this. Okay. And now remove these two and rename this to the original name and this one as well. Go back to Opus. Rerun. Enter. Okay, let's see what's now the issue. Abort 130 column 32. In which file? English. Was it 132? Which column? 130 column 32. 130 column 32. Okay. So I realize what's the issue here. I don't know why they've chosen to use XML. Parsing XML and now having to deal with this. Because a lot of this Ubuntu code is like computer programming code, and then it's messing up with the... Yeah, we can fix this one. Let's go further. Let's see what else we have. What's the next one? Aptitude line 386 in aptitude. Line 386 was it? Line 386. Column 157. Probably this one. Okay. But instead of, the thing is, this keeps the rest of the whole file instead of just ignoring that one line. That's madness. Why not just ignore the sentence? That's what we should do. Let's just modify the parser here such that if there is any issue parsing, just skip, just continue instead of. So do this. If we hit the error, okay, let's try this again. Because what's the issue? They literally skip the whole file, right? Let me just double check that. So let's rerun. I'm not sure how much data we lose. This is probably not worth it, but I want to learn a bit about this, even though it's painful. Okay. So let's see. So we're now here. We've hit the error. We raised the error. We exit outside. Okay, and then because of this, we don't save anything into the file, and we just continue. And then we are now dealing with possibly a new file. Let me see. Appdaemon. Appdaemon comes after. Okay, let me see. Let's stop this again. Rerun. Until we hit the error. Okay, exit from here. We were processing a file called app.port, which is here. So the next one I'm expecting is apt, not appdaemon. Why is that not the case? If we just skip over this, we hit continue, and we're now handling appdaemon. Okay, let's see if we continue here. Okay, what's the next one? Aptitude. Okay, so now it's going sequentially. Let's just teach it how to ignore a single sentence. Continue. Read what you can, and then we can handle the errors. So this will now create the error elsewhere because some of the sentences will be missing, but we can fix that as well easily. Let me see. Run this. we should fail for the same file. Okay, but now, okay, let's go here. This is now working. Okay, which file we had issues with? Airport, right? Airport. Okay, let's go and put a breakpoint here. And when airport is in this, put a breakpoint, conditional breakpoint. If airport in here. Okay, let's rerun this. Download, run. Well, it's a bit harder than I thought. Opus read. Let's then just go step by step. Let's go. Huh. Did I mess something up in the code itself? Wait. Why is this so hard? Collect links. Rerun. Okay, now it keeps on just iterating. Okay. I can't easily fix this. I'm giving up on this idea. This might be able to save us some data, but there are all of those parsing errors. So yeah, I'm gonna ignore that. We'll just keep whatever we have. It's gonna be the same for GNOME. GNOME has some XML tags. Tags are messing up the parsing. So what's the solution for Ubuntu? It's just to use whatever we get from the when processing. Delete this. $22,000 here. You can just delete the old one and rename this one to Ubuntu. Okay, that's Croatian. So for Croatian, we have some Ubuntu data. Let's see what else. That was Croatian. For Serbian, we also get some Ubuntu data. 37,000. And for Bosnian, we get similarly 64,000. Okay, that's enough. We can just ignore this. We're losing some data because of stupidity. But if that becomes a bottleneck, we know what to do. With careful cleaning, we could remove those problematic XML tags and get more data. But for now, we just use the Opus tool. Without any cleaning. So that's conclusion for Ubuntu. So again, for EU Bookshop, because of bad alignment file, we have to manually download the Moses format from the Opus website. That's the conclusion there. For Ubuntu, we don't know what's the referent number of lines for Ubuntu. It's not displayed on the website. It has the same issues with XML as GNOME. Yes, similar XML tag parsing issues like GNOME. With careful cleaning, we could remove those problematic XML tags before calling the Opus tool and thus get some more data. But for now, we just use the Opus tool without any cleaning. It doesn't seem worth the effort. For Bosnian, there is more data in the Moses file from the website. For Serbian, GNOME has only 147 sentences in the Moses file. And the parsing tool can't parse it successfully. Let's see for Serbian GNOME, what was the issue there? Why did it fail completely? Maybe it has some, maybe Serbian has some encoding issues. Let's see for Serbian GNOME. Serbian. GNOME. Okay, it's failing for some reason. Let's try and process it. Let's try and process this. Copy path. Clean. Maybe just change this to Serbian. Change this to GNOME. And it should work. I'm curious whether we are hitting these issues. Let's see. Run. Okay, apparently not. Let's see, we got nothing. There's some issue here. GNOME, where is the... Serbian, Opus download. Let's run this again. Clean zip from URL. Let's call this. We get some files. Okay. This is a bit different. Okay, all of them have different. Okay, we can't use this logic here. We have to do the glob function. So okay, maybe if it just ends with XML, that should be good enough. Let's see. Run. F5. Okay, now we can hit run. None of them have so far the encoding issues. Let's see. Let me just grab some water while we are waiting for this processing to go through. After this, we have KD4 left. Ah, okay, here it is. GNOME commander can decode byte. Let's try and fix this. So let's see if we go and pick the Serbian here, and if we set GNOME as the file we care about, the dataset we care about. Let's try and process and see what happens exactly here. So run this. Serbian GNOME is currently not even, we don't even have it here. So, okay, we can just hit run here. Download. And run. It's processing. And then at one point, I think it's gonna crash because of decoding. Yeah. It says what? ID, key error ID. Probably not decoding. I hate the fact that we lose a ton of data just because of a single error. It's so not robust. This whole tool is not robust. What could we do here? Should we try and clean it up and then rerun, or get to the bottom of this particular error? Which file is this? Why is it not reporting the actual file? It's a very, very bad error message. Key error ID. I have no idea where it came from or anything else. Hard to debug. It's not going to be coming from here or here. So it can only come from the collect links. If it fails, it's going to come from the collect links. So let's try again. Rerun. Yes. Let it run. And let it fail again. Let's see where. If it fails from collect links, then we can put some guards there as well and get to the bottom of this key ID error. Okay, it's definitely not down there, so it must be here. Alignment parser somewhere. It's just crazy. Like, why would I don't see? I'm literally I literally don't understand where the error is coming from. Like, we have try except here, so it cannot be from collect links. And then so it can't be from here because the error would be caught inside of the collect links. Where do we use the ID? I don't see it here. If it was here, then it would hit, we would hit this error here. Key error, we would be here. If it was here, we would be here. But this one would just hit continue. And that's it. We wouldn't fatally raise the error to the external context. And then there is this whole block of code here that should be caught here, and we never got to here. So like, literally, where is the error coming from? It's like magic. Let's put this as the condition to stop here, because this was the last file we were processing. Let's rerun. Stop this, rerun, yes. Target doc should be this. Okay, so if target doc equals this, I want to stop. Run. So before we hit this, we should hit this before the error. Rerun. Here. So what was the last error? Print, print, print. Copy. Try again. It's literally like something is completely unnormal in this code. Like, why is my breakpoint not working? What's up now here? I have conditional breakpoint that says if this is inside of the target doc name, I want you to stop. And then this prints that exact string here, and yet it's not stopping. I literally copied this string. Parsing file. Parsing file. File, where is this line? Copy. Block parser. Inside of the parse, block parser. Parsing file. Put the breakpoint there. And we say if this is in self document name, stop. Rerun. Okay. Get complete blocks. Store sentences. Okay. Okay, that's because this should just catch everything. Just catch up everything you can. All of these should just catch everything we can. Run. I made it much more general exception, so it's catching everything and not just the key errors. Okay, let's go. So now, once we catch the error, whatever happens, it should be caught here. Exactly. So what's the error? The error was during the get complete blocks. Somewhere in there. Parse the block. Or get the complete block. Is it here or externally? Let's see that. Rerun. Let's go. Okay, it's here. It's trying to parse the block. It has some sentences. It has the ID set. But it fails. Key error ID. Okay, let's try once more. Rerun. Getting closer to the issue. Trying to recover some data for Serbian. Okay. Huh. Okay, we actually fixed it. We actually fixed it by just skipping that one piece. And let's see how much data we recovered because of this work. We recovered 300,000 sentences just because of a small bug. Although I know that Ubuntu is not the highest quality data, but this was worth a while. Let me see, that's 0.3 million for a language that's not super high resource. So let's see what we've done. I need to understand this a bit better. So GNOME was saved. But do we have a parallel dataset? Yes, a ton of Cyrillic. Let's quickly check this. Just see some of the notes. This is good. This is good. Let me just check some of my notes. GNOME. Here it's good. If we go to Bosnian, here it's good. And then if we go to Serbian, here we don't even have GNOME. Now we're gonna have GNOME. Let's quickly go through this data, which we've successfully recovered. GNOME. Oh, this is Bosnian. Wait. Let's just close everything. Just close everything. Serbian, GNOME. Okay. Let's go one by one. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Five, 4, 7, 3, 5. 9, 0, 9, 2, 1. 1, 2, 4, 6, 1, 7. Looking aligned. The stages of the game: the start, playing, losing, and winning. It's actually a fairly good data set. 720, 221, 402. Nice. I mean, a lot of these are very short. 278, 372. And at the end. Okay. Nice. Other than the fact that this is not the best dataset in the world, but it's the same for Bosnian and Croatian. So at least we have the option of discarding it if we don't want it, but we have some data there recovered. Having said that, let me delete it again and just try and understand what happened. How did we manage to go past it? So we delete this now for Serbian. Go back here and rerun this. There's literally one file that messes everything up. And when we ignore that error, we manage to okay, we are now parsing some file. We're parsing some file. Store the sentences. So we're grabbing these sentences and storing them in the parser. Okay. The breakpoint there, and put the breakpoint there. How can I find which file I'm analyzing? Let's go up by one step. Doc size. Is that the one? That's the GNOME 310. Okay, that's the one we cut up there in the report progress. 310. So we attempt to grab some data from it, but it fails. So get complete blocks apparently fails. Wait. Okay, these are the first two files. Okay. So we are here inside of the get complete blocks. And if we run F5, we get here. For these sentences, ID, some of the ID keys is messed up apparently. So we tried to get the sentence, but we failed. Oh my God. Okay, but these are the usual suspects. Parser. Okay, so it fails here a couple of times only during parsing of the block while we are storing the sentences. It fails, and then apparently it fails both for the target and source. Otherwise, how would it work? Let me see. Let's rerun this again. Delete GNOME. rerun. Okay, here we are. We are in the store sentences for the file, this one. And for the target, same, Serbian, that file, English, that file. If we just exclude that file, let me just see how big is that file. Gnote, GNOME. Let me quickly see that. So here is GNOME. Let's just extract it here. Was it 310? Yes. That's this one. We're literally playing here for for 500 sentences. Am I just, yeah, that's just a waste of time. Let me see. There's some ID issue. Maybe you can spot it easily here because this is a small file. Some ID issue. Maybe this one. Bold. All of this is gonna mess up parsing. Interesting. But if we just ignored GNOME, that worked. And then when we get to sentences, this is where it starts failing. Enter the block. 6. Note is simple. Take notes. Note taker. S5 is note taker. Okay, so now let's see if we just hit. When do we hit this? S5 note taker. We hit this when we get to 328 was parsed. So 329 is apparently problematic. 328. Huh. 328. 329 literally has tag here. This probably messes it up. So this messes up the parser. And that messes up the whole core. Guys, because of these two tags here, we almost lost 0.3 million lines. That's how shitty this piece of software is. Like, there is no robustness whatsoever. We finally got to the bottom of it. So this is the reason. Okay, there's a couple of things we could do here. So now that this fails, what will happen? This failed, okay. We got here, and we just ignore it, okay. And then what happens? We go and parse, and now we have what? We have just a second. Three to 9 should be ignored. Okay, let's go. Let's see. Okay. Highlight. Okay. But this is... Aha. We might need to look into the English version as well. GNOME raw Serbian, GNOME raw English. Three to 9. Same here, strike out. It's gonna be okay. So because it's paired, both are messed up, and we basically end up hitting this twice, right? And then again now. Three to 9. Name links. What's the name of this file? .312. Okay, and again. What's the name of this one? 312 as well, but just, for example, source and, yeah, target and source. And again. What's the name of this one? 3.6. And again, I guess this is gonna be 3.6, just for the different language. So we had 3 files, maybe even more, 4 files, 3, 8. One more, 3, 8. One more, master. One more, and that's it. Okay, so like 5 files affected by that same error. Okay, so let's see. That's the only change I made here. Exception. So I think this is a legit thing to do. We open the sentence file, okay. If there is any issues opening the file, we continue from the next sentence file pair. That's fine. Because in here, we try to open up the zip files. What if they don't exist? They can't. We download them, and then we open them. Open the zip files. Read the sentences. So sometimes if we allow this to happen, if we allow this, we'll just end up not reading some sentences. Okay. And then later in the print pairs, once we start going through those sentences, it might happen that we can't pair them up. So this might fail. And then once this throws an error, what happens? It throws an error, and then we catch it in the external scope. Okay. Let me just remark that here. Okay, that's the solution there. We now have some data for GNOME as well. Is there any option to ignore in print pairs? Can we just ignore those tags? Let's see the argument here. Print file names when using Moses. Change Moses delimiter, print annotations if they exist. Filter. Preserve inline tags. That sounds like something that this is dealing with. Let's see what this one does. Preserve. What does this one do? Sentence parser. Promising. Parse type. Preserve. Parse. XML preserve. Raw preserve. Parse preserve. What's the difference between this one and this one above? Nothing. Block, sentence, it's just additional time block are supported. Time blocks are supported, whatever that means. Okay, so this will not fix our issue. Let me quickly go through these files and see what I changed. I think this was the only change in this file. That's it. This is the only change I made here. And then block parser. Did I change anything here? I did not. Here I did, to a general exception. And I think that's pretty much it. And then here I did not change anything, definitely. Here as well. Here as well. Nothing here. Definitely nothing here. A couple of things here, or nope, actually nothing here. Nothing here. And nothing here. So my only difference is I added a try except block around when sentence fails. And then, so we want to allow for certain sentences to fail. That's fine. And if we do that, we just need to take care of the later stage. In particular, in here. Because otherwise I have a feeling now that Ubuntu will be failing. If we keep it like this, let's just check that hypothesis. So if we were to go with, let's say Serbian, or let's say Serbian, and let's say Ubuntu instead. And let's delete Ubuntu from Serbian. Let's delete this one. Let's make this one, rename it. Let's try and run Ubuntu here. And let's also delete, just in case I modified before. Just force it to download it again and see where this fails. So this should now fail fatally. This should fail fatally. But it did not. Ubuntu. How many lines? 37759. 37759. Same number of sentences. Let's try Croatian. Ubuntu. Oops. Old. Force it to download and rerun. So again, Croatian. Run. Will any of these fail? Apparently not. English 22398. 22398. Same. Finally, Bosnian. English to Bosnian. Run. Force it to download. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, looks like it worked as well. So Ubuntu 64436. 64436. Okay, so this try except is not messing up Ubuntu. It's just a fix for GNOME for Serbian. If we have any issues with that, yeah, these are the only datasets that we had issues with. So if Ubuntu is working and we're downloading this from the website, this is an okay fix. Let's just see for the KDE4 finally. For Croatian. For Serbian, well, apparently it worked. So if we go to Serbian, KDE4 worked. Let's just rename it. Old. Let's delete it from the downloads if we have it. We don't. And in that case, let's just retrigger. Let's just allow KDE4. And let's put the Serbian. And let's kick it off. This one should work. Bosnian doesn't even have KDE4. So it means we only have to fix it for Croatian. Okay, so this worked. Serbian apparently worked without any issues. The size being 64454, 64454. That's it. Finally, Croatian. Put KD4 and run this. Let's see, KDE4. This is messed up. Let's just delete it. Let's force it to download if it didn't already. Okay, just force the download and see where it fails. Maybe the last fix we made fixes this one. I doubt it, but let's see. So Croatian KD4. Okay, there's some key error while trying to open a sentence file. Okay. Knock yourself out. Okay, it actually worked now. It might have been the same issue as before, as what we had with GNOME for Serbian, apparently. So let's see what we got. We got, again, this is Croatian 0.1 million. Okay, let's see what we had. What was the expectation? The expectation was for Croatian KD4 0.1 million sentences. Exactly. We managed to recover this. Let me just see whether the parser was the issue, sentence parser. If we comment out this quickly, if we comment out this and this as well, and then improve the indent, correct the indentation. Again, go to Croatian data, delete the KD4, or actually just delete the old one. Just delete this, rename this one to the old one, because it has the data. And then let's just rerun. We don't have to force download because it's just print pairs. I'm looking whether print pairs will now fail. It might be because of the fact they have those two broader exception classes that this now works. What was the original issue we were hitting that was messing us up? Encoder name in archive. why did this work. So again, I made this a broader exception. If we block parser, if we make this a block parser, will it fail then? Will it fail now? Nope. Okay, then the last thing I changed was block parser or alignment parser. Alignment parser. Let's try this one. And keep this one like this as well. So now I'm struggling to get it not to work. Rerun. Okay, it's just working. I give up. I'm not going to try to mess it up. Okay, leave it as it is. Apparently KD4 works. That's it. I think we now have all of the data other than these big ones, which are still running. And this is so painfully slow that I'm just going to stop it and download Moses from the website directly. So if we go here, so we are left for Croatian. For Croatian, we are left with CC matrix, NLLB, and open subtitles. So let's go here. CC matrix, NLLB, and this. Let's just download Moses. Go to the home, projects, NLLB, and save it inside of NLLB, data, Croatian, and just name this NLLB. Save. Let's see how big of a download it is. Okay, that was fast. And then CC matrix. Save. Couple of gigabytes. Oops. Where is my... And finally open subtitles. Save that one. That's it. We now have all of the data that we need for Croatian, I think. This process of downloading, I have no idea. Why didn't they pack this directly into Moses, like these Opus tools to directly work with Moses? Otherwise it's super slow. Like, let me just go quickly to their GitHub and see what's their rationale here. Like, why does this make sense to anyone? So basically Moses, okay. Yes, this is what I've done. Huh. So apparently we can opus get dataset p set to Moses. Okay. Let's go back here. Opus read. Opus get. Opus get. If we were to call with p set to Moses, what's p? Source target directory release preprocess. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's gonna do the same thing ultimately. So I just downloaded manually those files. That's what I'm gonna do because this is terribly slow. Like literally from last night it's been running and it's eating up the, let me see, my memory. Actually not that big of memory consumption. But yeah, it's just so slow. I'm gonna stop this. I'm just gonna kill all these runs and see what we get. Download, delete the download directory, delete this one. We should have everything now. Ubuntu as well. KDE as well. Delete this. EU Bookshop as well. Okay, and what was the last one that was problematic? GNOME. ABCDFG. GNOME is also there. Okay. Let's unpack these three. Extract here. It's a bit slower. It's a big file. Okay, here we are. We can delete the CC matrix there. This one already exists. Why? Okay, let's just delete that. And let's just grab these two files. We don't care about these. We just care about this and this. And cut them. Move them into CC matrix under here. Delete this one. And rename this into English, Latin, and rename this into Croatian, Latin. That's the CC matrix. Okay, we have two more. We have the NLLB, extract here, rename to NLLB. Wait, why do we have? What happened? I have no idea what happened. Extract here. Wait. Okay, it was just loading. Okay, delete this now. Rename this into NLLB. And delete the README, license, and source. And add new folder called English, Latin, Croatian, Latin. Rename this English, Latin, and this will be Croatian, Latin. Put all of them in there, and we're done with NLLB. And finally, the open subs. Extract here. Again, big file, so it's loading a bit. Okay. Actually, IDs are the biggest ones. Interesting. Why is this bigger than this one? Probably just sizes of sentences, who knows. Let's delete these two. Let's go up here, let's delete this. Let's rename this. Open. Let's call it open subs. What's the name of this data set? The name was open subtitles. Okay, create. Something like that. That's it. Almost done. Awesome. Now we have in total, in Croatian, we should have like 87, 88. How is that possible? I think, yeah, it was actually 88. When we go here, when we set Croatian, English to Croatian, corporal list is gonna be, let's see how much. I think it should be 88. Length 86. 86. Okay, because we have this. Why is it still? Wait, I go in here, I select, and I get 88. Why 88? Are there some? Let me just see where I have some of the old ones. Okay, I have the old one here. And then I have the old one here as well. Did I mess up this one? I hopefully did not. So that's now 86. Nice. That's all the data we have for Croatian. In total, Let's see what's the corpus side. Let me just delete all of this from the trash. So what's the size of the corpus? 13 gigabytes of data for Croatian. We have a couple more checks to do. I'm gonna stop this. Those checks are go to Croatian. Go to Croatian. Load all of the data sets. And we have all of the 87 in here. So let me see where we stopped. Aha. I think I have to also do the same for CC aligned. These three and CC aligned. Let me just see quickly. Croatian. CC aligned. Is the Croatian side trimmed? Okay, it's not. 9376. Nine three seven six as well. That looks good. Let's see if I download from here, CC aligned. Looks like that's the number we should get. Let's just compare it. If I download CC aligned quickly, let's just download it there. Let's see what we get. So 937, let's see whether this is the same number. Let's wait and see. I think it's the same number. 189. Well, not exactly. 937 937 6189 6165. For these bigger data sets, let's just use Moses, guys. Let's just directly use the Moses. So for all of these bigger ones, we should simply use Moses. Okay. Delete this. Okay, that's the CC aligned. And finally, we had one more that we want to pick from Moses. So these three, okay. Let's see this one. Compare it with ELRC EMEA. This one. We had 650 sentences. No, that's not the one. Where is the that's the only one I see here, but no, that's a different data set. We're looking for this one. Okay. Where are you? Okay. $650,000. And let's grab the new one. These are the same. So we don't have to, okay. So we don't have to re-download it. We'll just delete this one because they're the same. That's it. We now have everything. Just delete this one. Make sure we have 86. Yes. Let's go. We have some more verification to do. Go through these four and verify they're decent quality. Let's start with CC aligned. Open up English. Let's first close everything, close all. Open up English and open up Croatian. Let's wait for this to load. Open up Croatian. Split on the right. Let's go. Ah, nice. Hello. Okay. what was to see i što se moglo vidjeti. 655, 854. Prijatelji fondacije. The friends of the foundation. So far, so good. So this is CC aligned. Let's go step by step here. 987, 834, golden gold, slot and seed. 1319803. It's actually a good translation. One 708,453. Nice. 2323823. 2323823. This is messed up. Travel agency Synthes. Kelechenia Izravneopol is Lopova. Correct information. Looking good. 2995861. Looking good. 3821746. Mature lesbian. Oh my god, you can find, who knows what you can find in all of these data sets. 545246801. Out of stock, but bad numbers. Fetish. These looks like some usernames. 804. Big ass. Okay, let's go. 6024102. Very good. Okay, this data is getting worse and worse as we are progressing. 6922859. It seems like there's a lot of porn stuff. 859. 7643484. Definitely a lot of porn. 8671790. And then at the end, yeah, as you can tell here, there is a lot of porn that's been scraped in this CC aligned. I think this is the first one I've seen it. The CC aligned, it's indeed aligned. Okay, and then let's go to NLLB. Let's see what they've got. Here it is. Let's close up this one. Open. Okay, just quickly ping the mods. Let's quickly go through this. It seems it starts with biblical domain and then ends up with porn. Yes. Porn to Bible. From Bible to porn, actually, that's the progression apparently. Sorted by the on the religious spectrum. 762,952. Looking good. 1607061. My dearly beloved daughter, in many Christian lives. Oh, that's how it starts. This is how the dataset starts, but now it's gonna become interesting. 92060. Rarely to find. Good translation so far. A successful and effective manager. Five 308,159. Does the mayor want that? Zar takvog gradonačelnika želimo? This is a bad translation. 68989. I think this one will be cleaner because I think they've done toxicity filtering, by the way. 689 wait, 689 689 889 78. 689 897 77. It shouldn't be something that confuses people. Am I messing this up? There's so many numbers I might be missing. Yeah, I'm messing up stuff. This is, oh my god, 689 8979. Yes. Eight seven eight 1983. One 105 02 675. Looking good. 12466 12466 856 856, the entire article. All good translation so far. Remarkably. 1436 6086. Almost good. Maybe there's some context that we don't have here. Okay. Would love to go to Innsbruck. I was scared, I admit it. Okay. Definitely cleaner than the previous one. 15794585. We've been unfair. Never. Not the same translation. 1723919. So we are getting from Bible to suicide and porn. That's the trend. 111 5, 8, 8. The further you get from Bible, the worse it gets. Hoćemo kekse. We want cookies. Exactly. Just gluttony, porn, and suicide. That's what you get at the other end of the Bible. and that's how this channel became a religious, evangelistic channel. It's a thin line between machine learning and religion. Very thin. Can the inconsistencies be overcome? Okay. That's good. Looks much higher quality than CC aligned. Whoops. Oh my god, just CC aligned above. Like CC aligned was terrible. Let me just quickly open it up again. CC aligned at the very end. The first parts, whoops, not this one, not this one. So CC aligned. The first parts looked good, and they were fairly verbose. Blah, blah, blah. Weekend, special requests. Produced in Russia. Communication, English blog. Title. Definitely much lower quality. And then all of a sudden, gangbang. Orgasm, lesbian, blonde. This is where it gets. Deep throat. Yeah. Let me just quickly. Okay, let's go. I have to quickly just announce that we'll have a talk 4 p.m. today. So you are authors. So I just want to quickly announce that. Here's the paper. And let me see how I can, how I should frame this. And let me see who are all of the authors. Owen Peng. Or just Discord link. Let me just share the work. Take a snapshot there. Let me see who his authors are. On glue pen. Is he one of the authors? Yes. Okay. Guys, my camera died. Unfortunately, I have to stop the stream right now and then I'll recontinue.